Earlier this week, President Obama outlined his strategy to defeat ISIS, which includes airstrikes and training troops from a coalition of Middle Eastern countries. As News 5's Bill Riles reports, one Alabama congressman supports the president's plan, but says it's only a start.
Republican Alabama Congressman Byrne says he will vote to give the president the authority he needs to wage war against the Islamic militants in Iraq and Syria. But Byrne says more needs to be done. In a conversation with me on News 5 this morning, Byrne says he does not support American boots on the ground.
I'd rather have their boots on the ground defending themselves than put our boots on the ground. So I think the president's right to go in this direction.
I asked Byrne, who just returned from a trip to the Middle East, how realistic it is to expect to train soldiers from other countries in time to defeat the brutal ISIS army that's already taking territory and is in the open.
But from my trip in the Middle East, I can tell you these other countries in the region, they're scared and they want to do something about this. They need American leadership to do that.
During an expanded interview, Byrne also talked about how our porous southern border plays into the situation in the Middle East, spotlighting the potential of ISIS attacks on our own soil.
An important thing to note about the border issue is it's a national security issue. Because if a 5-year-old can walk across the Rio Grande and get into America, a hardened terrorist like one of these ISIL fighters could come over through Mexico and do the same thing.
So far, 10 Mideast allies have formally backed the U.S. plan, including Iraq, Jordan, and Lebanon. Reporting from the newsroom, Bill Riles, News 5.
The extremists identify the next hostage they plan to kill as Alan Henning. He's a humanitarian worker from England who was abducted by ISIS while helping refugees in northern Syria.